So this is a continuation of our root arrays, that is in session 3. I would like to start a continuation of the previous session discussion. So example I have taken here, s to the power of 4 plus 2s to the power of 3 plus 3s square plus 4s plus 5. It's an example of a characteristic equation which we are going to solve by the Routh-Hurwitz array method by using Routh arrays. So as usual we are going to calculate the Routh array tabulation. S4, S cube, S square, S1, S0 you are writing, and 1, 3, 5 and 2, 4s are the coefficients from the characteristic equation we are going to fill up, and so on. What you have calculated the remaining coefficients in this Routh table or Routh tabulation we have found out. After that, the system is unstable because two roots in the right half of S plane. After calculating this, I have not completed this problem, just I have given like this. So just coefficients of A0, A1, A2, A3, A4 are written here. Remaining thing we have to continue. So after calculating, this system will give the result unstable because it has the roots, two roots in the right half of the S plane. So from this, depending on this, so your first order equation from the characteristic equation, A0s plus A1. A0s plus A1 is equal to 0. That means A0 and A1 have the same sign. The system is stable. A0 and A1. This is A0 from the equation. This is A1. If they are having same sign, the system is stable. In second order system, A0s square plus A1s plus A2 is equal to, they are having A1, A0 and A2 have the same sign in the equation, characteristic equation, that indicates system is stable. In the similarly, in third order equation, A0s cube plus A1s square plus A2s plus A3. So here what you have to do, here you are going to solve like this: A0, A1, A2, A3. So you will be getting S1 and S to the power all these coefficients in the Routh table. If A0, A1, A2, A3 all are positive, calculating this coefficients of all these tabulations, Routh array tabulations, in this case A0, A1, A2, A3 all are positive, and A1, A2 should be greater than A3, A0. A1, A2 should be greater than A3, A0, and it indicates system is stable. Without completing all the things, first order, second order and third order polynomial from the equation, by forming this Routh array, it is the, you have to observe A1, A2 and A0, A3. If A1, A2 product is greater than A3, A0, then that indicates system is stable. Now, out of while doing this Routh-Hurwitz criteria, by doing the Routh array to determine whether the system is stable or not, so you are having some two special cases applying the Routh tabulation. You will get the two special cases or two problems when you are going to apply Routh tabulation, what you have done so far. So what is the problem you are going to get in Routh tabulation? First case is only the first element in one of the rows of Routh tabulation is 0. So while you are doing the Routh tabulation from the given coefficients of A0, A1, A2, A3, as usual, to find out the stability of the system, so you will have the one problem, that will become under special cases of applying Routh tabulation. That case one is only the first element of in one of the rows of the Routh tabulation is 0. Out of this coefficients of the tabulation, Routh tabulation, first element in any one of the row is 0. Any one of the 0, either A0 may be 0, A1 may be 0, or this may be 0, or this may be 0. Any first element of in one of the rows, these are the rows of the system, rows of the tabulation is 0. For that, what you have to do? Solution is replace that 0 with a small positive constant like epsilon and proceed as before by taking the limit as tending to 0. If your any element in any first element in this row of the roots tabulation, what you have to do? That you have to replace that 0 in the first element of any row should be replaced by small positive constant called epsilon or sigma, anything, and proceed as before by taking the limit as epsilon tending to 0. Now we'll see how it will looks. For example, s to the power of 0, 3s cube plus 4s square plus 12s plus 16 is equal to 0. So you are going to write root tabulation like this. So here 12 into 1, if you want to get the coefficient of this square, first coefficient, that is you can call b1. So what is b1 will be getting from 3 into 4 minus 12 into 1. So that means what? 12 minus 12 is equal to 0. It is coming. Once you find out while forming the root tabulation, in any column, any row, first element will become 0. You don't proceed next. You don't proceed next up to after getting this 0, you have to complete that row. Then here 16 is we got. Okay. So after that, you don't continue next row for the tabulation of roots array. So what you have to do? You have to do, so you replace this 0 by epsilon. Now considering this epsilon, during the calculation of this S1 coefficient, that is C1, so it will become 12 epsilon minus 16 into 3, 48 divided by epsilon. Okay, then next element will become 0. So this epsilon, after completing this 16 is this A0. Okay, so after completing this root tabulation, when epsilon tending to 0 in this equation, 12 epsilon minus 28 by epsilon is equal to, you have to make it epsilon, you have to make it 0. 12 minus 48 by epsilon less than 0. So if condition is satisfied, the system is unstable and it has two roots not in the left half of S plane. Listen carefully, it is not in the right half of the S plane. The system is unstable. It has two roots not in the left half of S plane. They will be right in the right half of S plane. What you have to do? You have to replace this 0 by epsilon and continue the process to calculate this C1 coefficient in the root table. So it will become epsilon into 12 minus 16 into 3 is 48 divided by epsilon is the here tabulation, here calculation. So after completing this all the tabulation, what you have to do? When epsilon tending to 0 in this term is equal to 12 minus 48 by epsilon should be less than 0. That indicates the system is unstable and it has two roots not in the left side of the S plane. Now second case. What is the second problem? You are solving the root array criteria by using root arrays. Second case is the entire row of the root tabulation is 0. Entire row of the root tabulation is 0. What is this root tabulation entire row? Any one of these root after A0 and A1, these except these two rows, any one of these two rows completely 0. This may be all the three elements 0. This may be so all the three completely, any one row of the root tabulation will become 0. This is second problem you are getting in the root tabulation, root array tabulation. Then what you have to do? That indicates what? When all the elements in any row of the root array will become 0, that indicates there are complex conjugate pairs of roots that are mirror images of each other with respect to the imaginary axis. That indicates what? There are complex conjugate pairs of roots that are mirror images of each other with respect to imaginary axis, like this. See, why you are getting the all elements in any row, you are having 0 in root tabulation is because of all these stuff. Roots will be, your poles will be, your roots will be situated like this in S plane. So either there may be a S of 1 2 is equal to plus or minus 1. So this is plus 1 real axis and this is minus 1 real axis. Both are mirror images of each other. Similarly, S12 is equal to minus 1 plus or minus J1. This is minus 1. Okay. This is J plus or minus 1. This is plus 1 plus or minus J1. So these are the mirror images of to each other. Or plus or minus 1J. Or another one is plus or minus 2J. Plus or minus 1J. This is plus 1J plus minus 1J plus 2J minus 2J. So like this, when poles are situated like this in the S plane, then only that system will be having a root stable formation. Any one of the row will be, all the elements will be 0. So then next you see here, the characteristic equation of a system is given as s to the power of 5, 3s to the power of plus 4 plus 3s cube plus 9s square minus 4s minus 12 is equal to 0. So by observing this equation, all characteristic equation signs must be positive. You see, minus 4 is followed by 4 is followed by minus and 12 is followed by minus. So depending on this, observing this, your system is unstable. But how many roots are present in the right half of the S plane, you don't know. So for that, you have to follow the root array tabulation. So for this equation, you have to determine whether there are any roots on the imaginary axis or in the right hand side of the S plane. So you are going to solve all these things as usual by using a root array. Okay, the sign in the first column changes once. You see here, last an is equal to 12. An is equal to 12 is present in the last item or last element in this root tabulation. After this 12 minus 12, there is no any coefficient is next. So therefore, this minus is changed from positive to negative from the 50. Okay, so there is no next changes in the sign in the root tabulation. That means the sign in the first column changes once. So the system is unstable and only one root outside the left half frame. That means what? Only one root is present in the right side of the S plane. So now, what are the applications of root tabulation? So what are the applications of root tabulation? As you've seen already, root tabulation cannot only be used to determine the stability of a system, but it also used to spread of its characteristic rules. Root tabulation cannot only be used to determine the stability of the system, it is also used to spread of its characteristic roots. And second application of root tabulation is for a control system with a regulator. Root tabulation can be used to select the parameter values so that system is stable. If your control system is working with a regulator, so if you write the root tabulation, that can be used to select the parameter values so that system is stable. Now, advantages of Routh-Hurwitz stability are: stability can be judged without solving the characteristic equation. Yes, what is the condition of Routh-Hurwitz characteristic? All the coefficients of the characteristic equation must be positive. If any one or two coefficients are having followed with a negative sign, that indicates your characteristic equation of the system will be negative or unstable. So, and the Routh-Hurwitz stability, Routh-Hurwitz having the advantage is less calculation time. It takes small amount of time to calculate all the coefficients. The number of roots in RH right hand side can be found in case of unstable conditions. When you are going to have the calculate the number of roots at the right side of the S plane when the system is unstable. Okay. So to find out the when system or roots are present in S plane, that is your advantage of Routh-Hurwitz stability is existed. Range of value of K for the system stability can be calculated. Range of value of K for the system stability can be calculated. So and then next is intersection point with the j omega axis can be calculated. Intersection point with the j omega axis can be calculated. And the next, frequency of oscillation at steady state is calculated. Frequency of oscillation at steady state is calculated. Now, what are the disadvantages of Routh-Hurwitz stability? So it is Routh-Hurwitz stability is valid for only real coefficients of the characteristic equation. Disadvantage of Routh-Hurwitz stability is this Routh-Hurwitz stability is only valid for real coefficient of the characteristic equation, and this is unable to give exact location of closed loop poles. This Routh-Hurwitz stability, it is unable to give exact location of closed loop poles, and it does not suggest methods for stabilizing an unstable system. Only from the characteristic equation using Routh array method, we are going to calculate whether the system is stable or unstable depending on the number of sign changes in the first row of the Routh array. And it will not give any method to change how you have to bring your unstable system to stable system. And it is only applicable for linear systems. It is only applicable for linear systems. So up to here you have completed the stability system using the Routh-Hurwitz criteria. Next we are going to move an important topic in this module number 4 is root locus. Root locus is one technique which is used to find a system, given system is stable or not, like Routh-Hurwitz criteria or Routh-Hurwitz array, how you have done. Here this is a different method or technique which is used to find a given system is stable or not. So root locus is one method or technique which is used to determine a given system is stable or not. So now, why root locus method, or what is this root locus method? So plotting, before this root locus method, I would like to solve two problems. I would like to solve two problems on what is special cases of Routh array. So here I would like to take an example. Okay, I would like to take an example on this Routh array. So here what you are going to do, I will go for here. So first case what I told, when the first term in any row of the Routh array is 0, while rest of the row element has at least one non-zero term. Okay, so that means what? So in first case you have to do substitute for the solution of first case. First element of any Routh array, any row element is 0, then what you have to do? Substitute 1 over z in characteristic equation, and form Routh array again, Routh array again. Okay, how? You see, I will take an example. So s to the power of 4 plus s cube plus 2s square plus 2s plus 5 equal to 0. This is your given characteristic equation. To form root array, s to the power of 4, s to the power of 3, s to the power of 2, s to the power of 1, s to the power of 0, you are going to write like this. So now write the coefficients of S4 1, 1, 2, 2, 5, 0. These are the A0, A1, A2, A3, A4 like this. So first you have to find out if this is the solution for first case. That means whenever you are getting first element of any row is 0. Now I will calculate this coefficient. This is product between this 2 minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, 0 divided by 1 is 0. Okay, next second element is 1 into 5. Second element is 1 into 5 minus 1 into 0. Minus 1 into 0. So that means 5, 1 into 5 minus 1 divided 1 into 0 is 0. So 5 minus 0 by 1 is 5. Now you go for next column. There is no next bit, coefficient is not there, you put 0. So here you are getting the first case problem in the special case of root array. So what is this? First element of one row is 0. So if you are getting like this, what you have to do? You have to following the first method. What you have to do? So you have to replace all the coefficients of this characteristic equation s replaced by 1 over z. Okay. So therefore your characteristic equation will become what? 1 over z to the power of 4 plus 1 over z to the power of 3 plus 2 into 1 over z to the power of square plus 2 into 1 over z to the power 1 over z plus 5. So this like this you have to do. Once you get the first element of any row in the root array, you substitute s is equal to 1 by z in given characteristic equation. Then what you have to do? You will become, after solving this, 5z to the power of 4 plus 2z cube plus 2z square plus z plus 1 is equal to 0. Now you are getting. So again you continue for this equation. Continue the same thing. So z to the power of 4 you write, z to the power of cube you write, z to the power of 2, z to the power of 1, z to the power of 0. The right coefficients of 5, 2, 1, 2, 1, 0. So you will be getting now. So if you want to calculate this, 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. Minus 1 divided by 2 is minus 0.5. Minus 0.5 you will be getting. Now next you have to go for this. You have to go for this. So 2 into 1 minus 5 into 0. 2 into 1 minus 5 into 0. What you will be getting? 2 divided by 2. It will become 1. Next is you are not having any element, 0. Now you will be first element. This element, what you have to do? This into this and minus this into this. So minus 0.5. Okay. So you will be getting 5 and 0, 0, 1 is your coefficient of an. So you will be getting like this. So you now your completion, your formation of root array is completed. What you have to do? You check in first column any sign changes are there or not. See here you are having here to here one sign positive to negative. From here to here positive to negative. So this is one first fold, this is second fold. So sign changes. So that means what? Your system is unstable because you are having two sign changes. You are having two sign changes in the first column of the root table. So therefore two poles on right side of S plane, okay. So therefore your system is unstable. This is what? This is the solution for when you are doing the root array stability method you are following. If you are getting first element of any row element is 0 and remaining coefficient of that row may be 0 or non-zero, no problem. But first element you appear 0, you don't proceed next. What you have to do? Your original characteristic equation of given system will be replaced, S will be replaced by 1 over Z, and simplify that Z equation. Again you follow the root array table. Afterwards, finalizing this calculation of root array tabulation, you check first row how many number of coefficients are getting the sign changes, or whether they are positive or negative. Depending on that, your system will be stable or unstable. In second case is what? Entire array. Our second case is what? Case 2. In special case, 0 is second case. Go for, you can replace this 0 by epsilon. This 0 by epsilon. Now you can find out from the next constant. So 0 by epsilon means it will become, here finding 2 into epsilon, okay, 2 into epsilon minus 5 divided by 0 divided by epsilon. So that means limit tending to 0. So what you will be getting? So after completing this, you will be getting limit epsilon tending to 0 to epsilon minus 5 divided by epsilon. So limit tending to infinity, epsilon tending to infinity, 2 minus 5 by epsilon, you will get minus infinity. So you will get what? Here you will be getting minus infinity directly. So that means your system is unstable, because 2 poles at right hand side of the S plane will be you are getting. So this is shortcut method. This is after substituting Z you will getting, no, that is accurate method. This is shortcut method. And this is accurate method. Okay, so whatever you want to use for your convenience you can use. Okay, for the second case, when all the elements of in any one row of the root array is 0. Now for this second case, all the elements of any one row of the root array is 0. So here I am going to consider one equation, characteristic equation, which is having s to the power of 6, s to the power of 5, and 5 s to the power of 4, plus 3 s to the power of q, plus 2 s square, minus 4s minus 8, minus 4s minus 8 you are getting. So once you observe your given characteristic equation, signs of the characteristic equation, we have two sign changes. One is minus 4 and minus 8. So that means what? Your given characteristic equation of a system is having the two negative signs. That means your system is unstable, because all these coefficients should have the same sign or they must be positive. So therefore, by observing the characteristic equation, because on the changes of signs, you have to become your system is unstable. Okay, now the system is unstable because of all the signs must be positive, but we have to calculate how many roots of this characteristic equation will be positioned or fixed in the right hand side of the S plane. that you have to calculate using the root array method. So this root array you have to write as same as, okay, s to the power of 6, s to the power of 5, s to the power of 4, s to the power of 3, s to the power of 2, s to the power of 1, s to the power of 0. You write what is your coefficient from that? 1, 1, 5, 3. These first rows will be fill up by using the equation -4 and -8 and 0. So this is your root array. Now you have to calculate for this coefficient. If you want to calculate 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3 divided by 1 is what? 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3, 2 by 1 is 2. Next you have to go for this 1 into 2, minus into minus, plus 4 into 1, 1 into 2, 2 minus into minus plus, so it will become 6. Okay, now 1 into minus 8, that is minus 8 into 0. So what is minus 8 you will be getting? You will be getting minus 8. Next is 0. So now next you have to calculate this row. This row will be 2, 3, 1 into 6. 2 into 3 is 6, minus 1 into 6 is 0. Next you come to the point 2 into 4, minus 8. Minus 8 into 1. Minus 8 into 1 is minus into minus plus 8. So it will become 0. Next will be 8 into 0. 2 into 0, 0. So all the rows in this column, all the elements in this row are 0. So what you have to do? What you have to do? So use to perform. When you got this row, all the elements are 0, you consider the just above this row elements. Once you got this row, any row of the row array is 0, above, just above that 0 row elements, you consider these coefficients. Using these two coefficients, you form auxiliary equation. Okay, you form auxiliary equation. So what is that? How you are going to write auxiliary equation? So this auxiliary equation will become AS, auxiliary polynomial. So AS is equal to 2s4 plus 6s square minus 8 is equal to 0. So all these equations must be even powers. So 2s square, 2s4, 6s square minus 8. No even powers of term, odd powers of term should not be constructed by using this auxiliary polynomial. So therefore, now after this you have to take DAS by DS. So differentiate with respect to 0. So you will be getting 8s cube plus 12s is equal to 0. So here 8 and 12 places in this 8 and 12 from this equation you have to place in the s cube here, and here you can place 12. Here you can place 12. After that, now you have to proceed as usual. So you will be getting the following calculations: 8, 12, 0, 0. Okay, and then next 3 minus 8, 0, 0, like that, right? No? So you are continuing with this. You will be getting, so by observing first column after calculation, you have to, you see all the terms are 0. So only last term, that is A0 will be, AN will be minus 8. So only one sign change is there. So therefore this system is unstable because only one sign change in first column of the root array. So therefore one root in right side of the S plane. Right side of S plane. So this is how we have to solve the special cases by doing the testing the stability in root with array. Now I will move on to the I will move on to root locus. Now, so root locus, plotting the trajectories of the poles of a closed loop control system with pre-parameter variations. What is root locus or why it is used? Root locus is the plotting the trajectories of the poles of a closed loop control system with free parameter variations.